Day 5. Hello, so I'm gonna vlog a little bit, and I'm super cozy in my Disney hoodie, and I'm super glad because I actually had this in a larger size than I really am. It was kind of baggy, but they only had this size and like an extra small, and I got this and I put it in the dryer on purpose so that it would shrink, and it shrunk, so it actually fits. But today I went to the podiatrist, which was fun times. So I actually sprained my ankle quite a few months ago, and you know, it was swollen, it was bruised. I literally just stepped off the curb wrong. I mean, yeah. But after that, I've been experiencing pain in my foot even after it healed up, after it stopped being swollen, after like the real ankle pain went away. So I've been wearing the ankle brace. I thought it would just go away on its own. It hasn't. So I've gone to the doctor, and apparently I have an injury in my tendon. So I still need to get an MRI just to confirm that, but he did say that, you know, it's not a really bad injury, but it's still an injury nonetheless, and it's just really frustrating to have this pain every day. So he said that I'll probably need to get orthotics, like the shoe inserts. So I'll need to get that, and yeah, just a reminder to take care of yourselves, people, because you can literally just step off the curb wrong as you're crossing the street and be injured for months and months. So hopefully I will get the orthotics, and I'm actually relieved because I thought I might need to get that air cast, like the boot. So I don't need to get that, but really it's just, I'm looking forward to being healed up, and it is winter time, so I just need to you know, I just want to wear boots and stuff, and I can't with an ankle cast, which, yeah. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that, and I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you're enjoying these vlogs. And if you do want to see anything, if you have any requests or any questions that you want me to talk about, please feel free to request that, because I want to make videos that you guys want to see. So if you have any questions, I can address them here. And yeah, so I will talk to you guys later. Bye! So this is turning into this. All done. I actually have 2 of these now, so obviously they're not going to stay right there, but I actually got these on a super deal for Cyber Monday from IKEA, and they were about, I think, $20 online, so I took advantage and I ordered them, and I want to use them as some bookshelves and just some decoration, and I'm figuring out where to put them, but when I do figure it out, when I decorate it, I'm going to show you guys the end result. Day 7. That one broke a little bit, but tomorrow is the last day. So I haven't vlogged too much today, but we're having a pretty lazy Saturday, and this is happening because we're watching Star Wars in how many days?
A week.
In about a week. Actually, a week from today. So we're catching up on the 3 main movies, which are...
Well, there's the original trilogy from the 70s and 80s. Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Yep. So we're catching up on those. We're not really watching the prequels. And we have our popcorn, and we are ready. We are in Potbelly, and I got the skinny TKY with mustard and lettuce and tomato with some water. And what'd you get?
It's called a wreck.
What's in it?
Salami,
and
jalapeno peppers, seasoning, Swiss cheese. I think there's some turkey in there too.
Yum. And we actually had our first date at Potbelly. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was fun. You're
It was
very
fun?
beautiful, and you
Oh.
still
Thank you. Well, you're quite handsome and dashing and flattering, and so I come back here with you.
Go. Cool.
Welcome to New York City, Rockefeller Center. Hello. It is the 8th and last day of Hanukkah, so happy Hanukkah. Thank you for celebrating it with me on the vlogs. And one thing I don't know is why every year I have one candle left over. And I don't know if you guys know, those of you who do celebrate Hanukkah, but I always have one candle left over. But I have lit all my candles. It is the last day. Hello, so I just pulled this out of the oven, and I really want to switch up my lunch. I've been doing kind of the barley and chicken, kind of different variations of chicken and barley, but I kind of grew a little tired of it, so I want to switch it up. And this is actually spaghetti squash and turkey. So what I did is I cut up a spaghetti squash in half, and I pulled out like the seeds and kind of like the guts of it. Sounds gross, but I put that in the oven. I put the oven for 350, and maybe I'll just put this recipe down below in the description, but just to walk you through it, I put the oven for 350, and I put the spaghetti squash just face down. And if you haven't worked with spaghetti squash, it should eventually give you this kind of spaghetti-like looking structure, and when you cook it, so that that's where it gets its name from. And I also put in a separate pan ground turkey. I mixed it up with egg, and I mixed it with these seasonings. So I put basil, I have garlic powder, the Montreal Steak Grill Mates seasoning, and some ground pepper. So I put that, and I put both of those for 40 minutes. And then I took out the spaghetti squash, and what you do is you pretty much take a fork and you rake out the inside of it so that eventually it comes out like a spaghetti-like structure. And that one was kind of a little difficult because it was warm and it was a little slippery, but eventually got that out. It gave me a ton of, I want to say flesh. I hate that word, but I'm just going to use that. And I mixed it up with the turkey that was already cooked, and then I put some organic tomato basil marinara, and I used maybe a third of this. So this is 25 ounces, so I don't know, maybe like 8 ounces, maybe a cup of that. And I also put a cup of shredded 3-cheese blend from Trader Joe's. So it's mozzarella, Monterey Jack, and cheddar cheese. And this, I just mixed that all together, and I put it in the oven for about, I actually increased the oven to 375, and I put that in for about half an hour. So that gives me this, and I'm going to split it all up into Tupperware right now. The recipe yielded about 5 servings of a cup each, just for reference. Hey guys, so I wanted to check in and kind of do a 1-week touch point on the new Smart Points from Weight Watchers. So in my previous vlog, I talked about the day it was released and when I found out about the changes and kind of what I thought about it. And I mentioned that I just want to be open to, you know, the changes. I want to really try it out before really judging it. So tomorrow, Wednesday, is my weigh-in day. So I haven't weighed in, but I can say that in terms of my choices, in terms of health, in terms of food choices, I can completely see the difference, because now that foods that are higher in sugar and saturated fat, like chocolate is definitely higher in sugar, they raise the points for that. So now it's more expensive, and it really makes me think twice about, do I really want this chocolate? Is it worth the points? And before, I used to be able to fit in like 2 or 3 points, just even like a Weight Watchers cookie, but now that everything is higher in points, it really makes me think twice about, you know, should I grab this or should I grab something 0 point? Like, I was snacking on some baby carrots, I was snacking on some celery, some green peppers. You know, it just makes me think more creatively also. So I showed that spaghetti squash. So that whole thing is 9 points per serving, and it just makes me wonder which foods are more worth it. So I hope that those of you that are doing Weight Watchers, I hope you're having a positive experience with the change. I know people are still frustrated about it, but I really think that, you know, if you're just open to it, if you try it out, then at least you can say you tried it and then really judge for yourself versus being scared of the change. So I also went out to dinner tonight for my work's holiday party, and that was really fun. I mean, it was just really just a lot of laughs, a lot of, you know, great food. I mean, we went to supper in New York City, and I'll link down to the Yelp review, but it was just such an amazing restaurant because the food was delicious. It was really delicious. So it was kind of like a family style food, and it was just really, really delicious. And I had enough to satisfy me without being like, oh, I ate too much. And some of the desserts, you know, I tried a piece, but I already ate, you know, I was already full, so I only had a little piece. Another thing that we did is a Yankee swap, and we do this every year, and I was super excited to do it this year. And if you're not familiar with that, I think there's different variations on the rules, but you basically pick a number and you go in order. So this year, the rules that we followed were, you grab a present based on your numbers, so you go in order, and you're not allowed to open the present unless everyone has picked a present. So if it's your turn, you can either steal a present or you can pick one from the pile, but you're not allowed to open any of them. So you pretty much are going by the packaging. And I am super happy with mine because this one was in a big bag and everyone was curious about it. It got swapped a few times, but I ended up with it. So this is the gift that I got, and I'm really excited about it. It's actually a marble cheese cutter plate. So this actually cuts, and there's actually a wire, and it's from Crate and Barrel. And I also got this spreader knife. So, and I just love the handle of this. It's super sweet and cute. So I'm just super happy with this gift. I mean, I love home goods, the store and the concept. So I love home things and kitchen things. So I'm really excited about this one.